you get to the park and you kind of your first couple days there, you're doing what? You're exploring, you're getting kind of on job training. What does that look like? Like, how do you develop your routine there? Because I would imagine not that it's too dissimilar from like other amusement park jobs or something like that, but
Right.
also at the same time, it probably has
It's Disney, right?
some stark differences
Yeah.
being Disney. So walk us through that like first week of experience and kind of what the stuff that you learned.
Yeah, well, the first week is an exciting time, I think, for anybody doing the college program because you're getting your first taste of things, so to speak. You're going to Disney has this really cool casting building, and again, like anything with Disney, it's very Disneyfied. They don't. I will say this about Disney: they do care about their employees a lot. They might not pay them very much, I'll be honest about that. I don't get that much money, but they do care and they really put in a lot of work in things like casting buildings and we call them backstage areas, but basically the parts where the employees will go for like the break rooms and things like that.
Mhm.
They put in a lot of effort into making those like sort of immersive so that you feel like you're a part of the whole Disney experience. You're not just an employee, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So
not like
that's
you go into a cardboard box
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get
You're
a
not just
water
going to like
bottle
a
and leave. Yeah,
trailer.
yeah,
Yeah, bull crap like that. No, no, no. But the first week is, from what I remember, you go and first, if you're living in their housing, because for the college programs, they have their specific housing. They actually just built this whole new one called Flamingo Crossing, and it's just going to have every Disney college program participant in it. Before there was like three different housing complexes for all the different participants, but now there's just one huge one.
hmm
And I'm not living there, but I've been there before, and it is super nice. I mean, it's beautiful there. I mean, it was built in like 2020, I think, so it's super renovated, just very like high tech and stuff and modern. And you go there, you get your ID for the housing complex. So for me, since I'm living off property, it's probably just going to be like an events ID. So anytime they have events at the housing complex, I'll be able to go in to the events. So that's kind of my entry ticket. And then the first week, it involves like a lot of training. Disney has something called Traditions. That's their orientation for their employees. And they kind of go over the history of Disney and sort of just the culture of being a Disney employee and different expectations they have for you. They include a tour of Magic Kingdom, kind of. And so one of the secrets that everybody, this is kind of a popular one that everybody wonders, is that there are indeed tunnels under Magic Kingdom that all of the employees go in and out of and stuff. Because it's interesting in the other parks, there's just backstage areas. If you keep your eyes out when you go, you will see like there's little walls, right? And they don't really lead anywhere. It's like it'll just say on the wall, it won't just say employees only, it'll say like some Disneyfied thing, you know, um fairy godmothers only or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
hmm
something that doesn't make it just obviously okay, only employees back here.
sure.
But for Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios and Epcot, they have backstage areas because they just have more space, I guess. But with Magic Kingdom, you go backstage and then everything happens down underground in the tunnels. So that's your Traditions. They tour you through the tunnels, and that was pretty cool because, I wasn't sure if they existed or not. And then after that, throughout the week, there's all these different things. You have a orientation for your specific park. So for me, when I was custodial, I worked in Animal Kingdom, and so I went through my orientation for first of all Traditions, which is just everything, and then my orientation for Animal Kingdom specifically, which is like a tour around the park. They take you on one of the rides there. We went on the safari ride. They just had everybody basically just walk right through the line, just went on the safari ride. And yeah, so it's kind of just a few different types of trainings. It's like Traditions, general training for everybody, your park training, which is they take you to the park, give you a tour, and then the last one is what was it? Is your job specific training. So then it's like for me being a custodian, they went over all the different protocols and procedures for doing the different tasks that we would do each day.
Gotcha. One